Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, whatever time of day it is. I'm glad you're here. So, Neon Grungy is finished. I did some finishing touches that I did not record, so I'll kind of go over some of that stuff. But it is all finished. So I'll give you guys the dimensions on this fun friend. I'll even use my neon ruler. So we are about 5 3/4 tall. And because she's a big girl, she got a little chonky, but that's okay, we love it. 3 3/4 wide. And then our spine thickness, as you can see, spine thickness is different. Spine is about 1 inch, but it's a little bit of a gator mouth. It happens. So there you go, there's that bit. So our tie, I added this polymer clay bead, and I added a little bit of that electric blue ink to it. And our tie has some beads. These were just some wooden beads that I rolled in paint to give them some fun, and then I inked a few, put a little bit of alcohol ink and stuff, so make sure you guys can see those good. So, and then I added a little bit of distressed our ribbon a little bit because it was a little plain. So we added some little blobs of color here and there. And the fun thing with these beads, you can move them around and put them where you like too on this fun friend. So I have a quick cut. I was just describing the tie on the journal and how this beautiful polymer clay that I put on here. Well, at the end of recording this video, as soon as I was opening the journal up again, it snapped. So I had to redo what I decided to put on as like a little thing on the end of the ribbon. So instead of having this pretty flower, because you can see it just snapped. I don't know if the polymer clay, I didn't make these buttons, but or these beads or whatever. I don't know if what happened, but I pulled on it too hard and it came out, it snapped. So instead, I found this little key and it says Journey on it. I think it's a Tim Holtz key. So I put that on there instead. So that is now our little closure for the journal and not the flower. Sad. But I'll send the flower with whoever has this journal, and maybe they can add it to the cover or do something fun with it. So anyway, that's the revamped version of the little cord. So, all right, enjoy the rest of the video as we do the flip through. But this is just a little addendum I'm splicing in here. So enjoy the rest of the video. So let's get to it. So the cover, I also added a few little inky spots, extra inky spots, painty spots on it too, just to make it a little bit more grungy to kind of go with the feel of our book. And you can see lots of fun things sticking out everywhere, which I think is the best. So let's go ahead and dig in, show you guys what we have happening. So front cover has that fabric pocket. I made a tag, journaling tag to go in there. And lots of fun happening. I'll try and do this semi-fast, but there's a lot in here. I really chucked it full. So another little fun tag that I made that just slips in here. So we have extra journaling spots, or you could use them for collage fodder, whatever. Added a little mushroom charm to that. Safety pin. This is our stapled on little fabric flip with some of our little scraps. Just added a few little circles there, some fun stuff, one of our tabbies, nice journaling spot or place for background. And this is our big envelope pocket, and I put in this, this is a flashcard in fun colors, and then that was the actual back of what it looked like already, so I thought it was super fun. Added a few little things to that to tuck into this pocket. So I like making sure that every little pocket has something in it. Then we have a little flip up here That's probably why my journals get so chunky, is because I stuff them full of stuff. Add little clips. There's another little scrap of fabric with a cute little clothespin. And I just used some alcohol ink on these fun little friends to add to the journal. Another little fun scrap we had left over, a sticker that can be put someplace. Fun little paper clip here. I have a few of these little plasticky paper clip things. I'm not really sure where I got them from. They don't work great, but they're fine to tuck in for like one little tiny piece of paper or something like that. Little safety pin here with a little scrap. And then on this side, I added a little flower and a little metal doohickey there. This is our little, it was a fairy door or something like that. It's a sticker I had for a long time. I thought it was fitting for this journal. Flip out, lots of writing space. And then we have big pocket here. Their tag, that is on a video in the series. Plenty of journaling space. Once again, I made out of this bingo card, and then the reverse or the leftover bits from a die cut. I made a little journaling card there, little tuck spot, little accents that we added on here. Didn't do much with this friend. This was one of our center things we had to reinforce when we did that grungy part. This turned out really good. We have some, this is literally garbage. This was baking paper that I had gotten at a restaurant a long time ago, and I had kept it. It was just kind of fun. And so it got splattered and stuff, added that in. Other leftover bits added in here. I'm just going to keep going. Some pages are a little bit plain, and that's okay. It gives your eye a break. Big pocket. Another little bit that I tucked in here that could be turned into a journaling card, use it for collage fodder, whatever. I just cut it down to tuck in there. Now on this side, this is a big envelope, and I put an envelope in the envelope. So I decorated it a little bit, and it's stitched. And then in here, I added a few little goodies that can be used for collage fodder or whatever. I think I put a couple stickers and a little scrap of paper, just some fun little stuff in there too. That just gets clipped closed and gets stuck back in this fun little pocket. These with our texture paste that I added on there. Just kind of a little tapey cluster on this side. This was that slow stitching. I didn't do as much slow stitching in here as I thought I would, but I didn't think it really needed it, and it didn't kind of call for it as much. Little flip out there on this little smaller page. Some more texture paste added there, some stamping just for some interest. Kind of a little paper clustery here. Here, once again, tucked in some stuff. This is actually sticker paper. And then one of my little die cuts from, these are from lawnmower parts, microfilm for lawnmower parts. That's what that's from. And more little fun stuff happening here. Little tape accent. I used some of that little, those bits of duct tape for actual like heating and air conditioning ducts that I had ran through my embossing machine, through an embossing folder. Little fabric flip here that's stapled on, added a little charm. I found a few of these really bright colors, so I added a few little charms here and there. Nothing fancy here. Now this little envelope I made in another video, but I thought it was perfect for in here. And I put a rubber band on the inside that goes around the outside. So it's just a big rubber band that I had. And I reinforced the inside of this with some tape just to make sure it would be sturdy enough to hold up. And then I tucked some more little goodies that can be used throughout the journal in here, including, this was fun, this is like a little tea envelope. It had a tea bag in it that at a restaurant that we went to. And so I thought it was a perfect color for this. but I thought it would be more fun for whoever gets this journal to be able to put it where they would like. And then some more little scraps. And this is a piece of that tissue I folded up. It's already been stained, so I stuck this little fun friend in there too, and one of our scraps of paper as well. So some more little goodies kind of tucked in places just for fun. And this full envelope could be taken out completely if you wouldn't want it in here. A little bulb pin just with a couple of our little scraps, our fabric scraps on there. Then on this side, we have this other little fun pocket, and I put some more of our bright little scraps in here because I thought that would be a fun addition. I just like putting that kind of stuff in so you can kind of make it your own as well. Little flip up, flip out, flip down. And then on this side, we have this other piece of that envelope that I used. So this flips out. I just clipped a little paper clip on there, a little coupon. Same here, little ticket. Then I used a little scrap of our little fabric that we had left over to put here. And on this side of that pin, I also put a little charm. So that's there. On here, I stuck one of the leftovers from a video I did showing what you can do with tape resist, or not tape resist, to make tape transfers. So I stuck that one on there. I thought it was kind of perfect since you could see that vibrant color through it, but also tone down the brightness of the page at the same time. More spot to journal. This is a little tuck here, and I just stuck another couple little things in there that can be used wherever you want in this journal. Another little flip up for writing space or whatever you want. And then one of those fun doily pages. Added just a few little stickers here just for fun. Nothing here. Big, huge fun clip with a piece of our jelly printed paper on that side. And then I like when I have paper clips or something like that, I utilize both sides of them. So another piece of jelly print, and then another one of those microfilm little things from lawnmowers. They're really good transparency. This one just has a little orange bead on it, a little bright green pin on there. Another little tuck spot there. But I didn't want to cover up our cute little fairy girl. I think it's supposed to be Thumbelina. I think that's who that is. Then same on this spot. I didn't even do anything to this because I was like, well, I want to give whoever has this journal a chance to do what they want. So sometimes you need a little bit of extra space. So there you go. So piece of that tape that hasn't been used, so it still has its backing on it. And then another big piece of that sticker paper. Super fun. And then that little just tucks right in there. This is one of our tabs. Has a little fortune on it too. And then here we go. Another little tuck spot here. I tucked a couple scraps. So another of that sticker paper, another piece of bright fun to go on there. Just some fun scraps that can just add a bunch. And then our little wired butterfly texture paste here. Is that the, I want to make sure that I'm not, yep, texture paste right across. So that's kind of fun, have a blank space underneath there. And then this is that fabric flip that I stitched in. So this becomes our little bookmark, if you will, which is kind of fun. So this side, I added another one of those little bulb pins, and then I put this cute little smiley face on there. And then under here, of course, we have our little unicorn giraffe, shine bright. Bring that over here. And then this pocket, so this is that other envelope, the side of that envelope. And then I have kind of a scrappy tag, fun flower scrappy tag there. And I threw in the rest of these little fun friends in there. So partial sheet to be able to use wherever you want in the journal. And same thing, another scrap here, and then I put a die cut leaf, and it's dual colored. So one side it has this lighter green, the other side is a darker green. But I thought that would be a fun element to add. On this side, another little piece of our a bingo card. My goodness, words apparently. The rest of that doily. This is a fun page with little bits and pieces. And then this side is our little flip out writing space, lots of writing space. And then this fun friend, I did a little bit of stenciling. You can't really see it. I didn't want to detract from how pretty this was. I wish it would show up as good on camera as it does in real life on how well that jelly print, because that was printed with fabric. And then I did a little slow stitching there on the bottom. So this piece of fabric, I just doodled with a marker, and I added this. This is a pin, so you could take it off. It's like just a regular little pin. It locks really well, so I thought it was perfect to kind of put down in the corner. Yeah, it's bulky, but whatever. You could take it off if you don't want it there. That's the beauty of this stuff. You can take out all the little clips, take out all the fun little things that I've tucked in, and you'll have a fun little pile of goodies that you could use elsewhere. So it's like bonus. So we can see on this side, we can see it kind of came through, which is fun. And then this is another one. I used the lunar paste, 3 colors of the lunar paste, and then I rubbed a little bit of ink over the top of it just to kind of make it a little bit less distinct, I guess is the word that I'm looking for. I wanted it to be a little bit more grungy looking. So there you go, there's that. So I used some Distress Oxide on there and I gave it a little spritz, and then I smashed it together so that it would absorb into this fabric a little bit too. Then flipping this page, I added a couple of those little things, hole protectors, and then some doodling on this side. I added a piece from my little daily calendar because I thought it was perfect for the colors and everything. Then I signed it on this page because we're close to the end here. So signed it and dated it with 2025. And then on this side, I never used this in the book anywhere, and so I thought it would be a great addition. So this is a doily that I spray stained. So there's that side and there's that side. And it was just so pretty that I kind of wanted to include it for whoever was getting this journal so that they could add it to whatever they want to. I just thought it was fun and pretty. Another one of those little clothespins. And then our back belly band, I made a tag for this. So I used some texture paste, some other remnants and scraps, and added some stenciling to the back too. So I thought that was super fun. So there you go, guys. That is it. And I hope you enjoyed this series of the Neon Grungy. And maybe we'll be doing a paper bag something. I don't know what's next on the agenda, because I am going to be moving. So I've got this whole series done before the move. So that was my goal, so that I had a bunch of stuff ready for you guys. So you can put these beads anywhere to wrap around your journal. And I'm gonna do it like this. You can put them on the end, you can move them around. You could leave it, you could take them off if you really wanted to. You can do anything you want. Once it's your journal, you do you, boo. And then this friend is just designed to just tuck right under here. Hold everything in and together. There we go. So that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I had a lot of fun making it. It was a challenge to work in these bright colors because these are not colors that I normally work in. So I hope you challenge yourself and do something fun like this. If it's not neon, pick a color you don't like and just try and focus on that. That's another fun thing to do. So anyway, don't forget to like, share, subscribe. This journal is available for sale. So if you are interested, go ahead and message me or send me an email. The link is in my information. And there you go. I hope you guys enjoyed this and have a great day. And don't forget, art with your heart. Have a great day. Bye now.